Welcome to the new online classes for this semester or this season or this term. Okay, so students, we are almost a month we have not listened to any videos or classes because of your exams. Now again we shall begin our classes once again, and students, I beg you to pay attention to it and then learn your lessons daily. Now today we have a new lesson 13, the song of Radha the milkmaid. The song of Radha the milkmaid, and written by Miss Sarojini Naidu. You have heard about her and we have studied about her in the previous classes. And she was a political activist, a poetess, and a writer. What do you mean by poetess? One who write poems. Or we say poet for men and poetess for women. That is the feminine gender of poet is poetess or kavitri in Hindi we say. So who is she? She is a very big personality for Indian politics. She is a political activist, a poetess, and a writer. And she has written a lot of poems, stories like as a poetess, as a writer. What are her words? Now I have written here. You need to just to pay attention to few of this. The golden threshold, the bird of time, the palanquin bearers in the bazaars of Hyderabad. So about these are her words. Now let's see where she was born, where she was died, and what was her mission here in India. She was born on 30 February 1879 in Hyderabad. All of you know, students, where Hyderabad is and which state it is. Okay? Earlier it was Andhra Pradesh and it was the capital Hyderabad. Because now that state is divided into Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So she was born on 30 February 1879 in Hyderabad. And of course she died on 2nd March 1949 in Lucknow. That means she worked and she died for our state, we must say. Which is our state? Uttar Pradesh. And Lucknow is what? The capital city of Uttar Pradesh is Lucknow. So her political works or her life she lived in UP, we must say. And she died in Lucknow. And her education, can you think of her? Those days, she was born in 1879. At least in 1900, she was sent to London to study. That means her parents or all those who are responsible for her, they were very educated and they knew, उसको मालूम था एजुकेशन या शिक्षा के बारे में और शिक्षा का महत्व क्या importance. That's why those days she was sent to King's College, London to do her higher studies. Nowadays we can see our own brothers, sisters or relatives going to Canada, to London to study with the scholarships. But remember, those days this lady or this poetess, this Sarojini Naidu was sent to study so that she could get good education. And this is the gist of her life. And then another thing what I want to tell you is that, children, when we were studying in the GK, there was a question, who is the Nightingale of India? Who is the Nightingale of India? Now we say Lata Mangeshkar. Earlier she was also known as her nickname. She was Nightingale of India. She was also called. And another thing what we have to keep in mind is, students, she was the first woman president of Indian National Congress. So Indian National Congress now also is a political party. So that political party was existing, and this party under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru worked tirelessly for our freedom, for our azadi. engineer, a doctor, whatever field when you think, women are very important. But those days it was not so easy, and she became the president of Indian National Congress, and she really worked. तो पूरा अपना मन लगा करके वो अपने पार्टी के लिए, अपना राज्य के लिए, अपना देश के लिए काम किए थे। और उसका गांधी के साथ साथ या नेहरू के साथ साथ उसने काम किया, और हम लोगों को क्या मिला? आज़ादी मिला 1947 में। उसके 2 साल के बाद उसका देहांत भी हो गया। That means we understand the hard work she has done within this few years. उसने बहुत कुछ किया है हमारे लिए, हमारा देश के लिए। So with love, जितना प्यार हमारे दिल में है हमारा देश के लिए, हम लोग को प्यार लगा करके हम लोग सुनेंगे। इसका ये विशेष करके ये कविता हम लोग पढ़ेंगे। In the next lesson, I will be giving you the explanation and the summary of this poem.
Students, today just now we will read the poem lesson 13, Song of Radha the Milkmaid. First I will read the whole poem and then I will explain the poem. Please listen very carefully, students. I carried my curds to the Mathura fair. How softly the heifers were lowing. I wanted to cry, who will buy, who will buy these curds that are white as the clouds in the sky? When the breezes of Shravan are blowing, but my heart was so full of your beauty. Beloved, they laughed as I cried without knowing, Govinda, 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 Govinda. How softly the river was flowing. I carried my pots to the Mathura tide. How gaily the rowers were rowing. My comrades called, "Oh, let us dance, let us sing, and wear saffron garments to welcome the spring, and pluck the new buds that are blowing." But my heart was so full of your music. Beloved, they mocked when I cried without knowing, Govinda, 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 Govinda. How gaily the river was flowing. I carried my gifts to the Mathura shrine. How brightly the torches were glowing. I folded my hands at the altars to pray. O shining ones, guard my night by night and by day. And loudly the conch shells were blowing. But my heart was so lost in your worship. Beloved, they were worth when I cried without knowing, Govinda, 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 Govinda. How brightly the river was flowing. Here Sarojini Naidu, the poetess, tells about the milkmaid Radha's love for Lord Krishna. She describes how softly the calves were lowing. I hope you know what is calf. Calf is the small bacha of cow. In the third lines gives the reader, we feel that nobody is buying her curd. She compares the whiteness of the curd to that of the clouds of the sky. She doesn't bother about the curd. The milkmaid doesn't bother about the curd. The poetess compares the whiteness of curd to that of the clouds in the sky. She seems to be least bothered that her curd is not being sold. Her love for Krishna was utmost important. She was not interested whether her curd is sold or not. She is lost in the word of her beloved Lord Krishna. She was so immersed in the worship of her Lord that she cries Govinda, Govinda several times. The river Yamuna flows softly as if appreciating her chant. The poetess here, Sarojini Naidu, describes the boatmen to be in a very happy and joyous mood and call out to their companions to come and join them in their celebration by singing and dancing along with them. The boatmen are in a joyous mood as they celebrate the advent of spring, the spring season, the beginning of spring season. The people welcome spring by wearing saffron clothes and pluck the newly formed buds. They celebrate the advent of spring as it is associated with rebirth and life. Rebirth and life. The people around her, the girl, Radha, mocked and jeered at her for the Lord, because her love for her Lord was so great. The river Yamuna flows joyfully and slowly. Instead of selling her curd, she carried it to the Madura shrine and offers them as a gift for her Lord Krishna. She describes how brightly the shrine was lit up by the torches. She is saying that the temple was lit very beautifully with the torches. She folds her hands to pray to the deity, encircled by the snakes, and prays for protection while the conch shells are blown. Her heart is lost to the vision of her beloved Lord, and she calls out the name involuntarily. Others become angry, but the river Yamuna flows on while the water dazzles in the light of the torches. So here we see mostly the girl Radha and her love for her beloved Lord Krishna. Nothing bothered her whether her curd is sold or not, but she takes that curd to the Madura shrine and she offers it to her Lord.